Have you ever encountered someone who, among the vast array of human personality types, seems to stand out from the crowd not because they choose to, but rather because of who they are? If yes, that person is a Sigma male for you. The mysterious wanderers, the lone wolf, the Sigma men are an intriguing but frequently ignored thread. The men who, simply by their being, defy the traditional hierarchy that society so blatantly imposes upon us. Now, you may be familiar with alpha males, those who command attention and exude confidence in leadership, or you may have heard of beta males, peacemakers and nurturers who are frequently content to follow rather than lead. However, Sigma males are a different breed entirely. Unlike alphas, Sigmas do not seek to lead or dominate. Instead, they follow the beat of their own drum instead than being motivated by the urge to prove oneself or the need for approval from others. Unlike betas, Sigma men are guided by an internal compass that frequently directs them down less traveled paths. They are also independent of society norms and expectations, content in their solitude and unapologetically true to themselves. This is not to say that Sigma men are better or worse than their alpha or beta counterparts. Rather, it is simply that they are different. For those who are unaware of this, it can be startling. You see, male Sigmas are frequently misinterpreted. Their peaceful assurance might be taken for haughtiness, and their independence can be seen as aloofness. There's a lot more to Sigma men than meets the eye. Beneath their mysterious exterior lies a complex blend of traits that make them who they are. Once understood, these traits can offer a fascinating insight into their world, which is frequently misunderstood. Their non-conformity can be viewed as rebellion. This misunderstanding and fear of the unknown can make them intimidating to others. Male Sigmas have certain characteristics that can make others fearful. Let's explore these characteristics. Firstly, male Sigmas are known for being solitary. This trait is sometimes misunderstood by others, but it doesn't mean that they prefer solitude. They choose to be alone rather than becoming loners by circumstance, which may be rather terrifying to others in a world where we are conditioned to assume that loneliness equals being alone. Sigma males defy this norm. They enjoy their solitude and find solace and calm in their own company. They are the kind of people who would rather spend a quiet evening with a good book than at a boisterous party. This preference for solitude isn't due to shyness or social anxiety, but rather to a deep-seated need for freedom and independence. So how does this solitude inspire fear? Well, it's because it defies what society considers to be normal. We live in a society that values extroversion and celebrates gregariousness and outgoingness. It's human nature to be curious and want to understand others. But Sigma males' preference for solitude makes them difficult to read and can incite fear because people fear what they don't understand. Lastly, solitude is a testament to their strength. Being at ease in their own company and independent are signs of a strong character. This strength can be intimidating, inciting fear in others as they question their own dependence on social connections. However, it's crucial to understand that Sigma males don't choose solitude to inspire fear. Rather, they choose it. The Sigma guy does this because it's who they are and how they navigate the world to preserve their independence and freedom. Being alone doesn't mean being alone. It's a decision, and for some people, that option can be quite scary. Unpredictability. The second item on the list is a Sigma male's unpredictable nature. Let's explore this mystery that leaves people wondering. By nature, Sigma men are unpredictable. They are the outliers, the ones who defy expectations and refuse to fit into social norms. This unpredictability extends to their mental processes as well. They are philosophers and thinkers, the ones who challenge everything and dislike routines, predictability, and the banal. This is due to their never-ending curiosity and thirst for experiences and knowledge. They are not content with the status quo and want to push boundaries, challenge the status quo, and venture into the unknown. This unpredictable nature can be quite unsettling to others because, as creatures of habit, humans find comfort in routines and predictability and enjoy knowing what's going to happen next. When we encounter someone like a Sigma male, someone who is unpredictable, who doesn't follow the same routines, who doesn't comply to the same norms, it might trigger a primitive instinct, a survival mechanism that has been imprinted in us since the beginning of time. It may provoke alarm. We are powerless to forecast their behavior or put them in a box, classify them, or label them since we have no idea what they will do next, what they are thinking, or where they are headed. Fear need not always be a bad thing. It may help us develop and evolve by forcing us to step outside of our comfort zones. Put our values to the test, our habits and routines can help us view the world differently and enable us to consider novel concepts and avenues for exploration. Though it may sometimes be uncomfortable since it can make us feel nervous, vulnerable, and question our own abilities. It can also make us more adaptive, resilient, and open to change. Our own customs and norms. It might cause us to wonder if we are really living our lives to the fullest, if we are free to do as we choose, or if we are just following social norms. The Sigma's unpredictability puts people on their toes, and it may be rather dangerous, but it's also what makes them fascinating, intriguing, and ultimately unforgettable. Quiet power. Thirdly, strong Sigma men have a silent strength that drives them forward without needing to be ostentatious or attention-grabbing. This type of strength is simply ever-present and ever-potent. Strong Sigma men are not conceited. Rather, they do not feel the need to constantly make an effort to show off their strength or dominance. Rather, they allow their deeds speak for them. They let their successes, resiliency, and capacity to triumph over adversity serve as examples of their strength. This calm assurance is a hallmark of a Sigma man. They are self-aware, capable, and don't need approval from others to feel confident in their authority. This silent strength is a distinct sort of power that is subtle but highly effective. It's not about flexing muscles or yelling the loudest. Instead, it's about inner fortitude. For people accustomed to more noisy demonstrations of strength, this strength may seem terrifying. Mental fortitude and unwavering determination. Sigma men are similar to the ocean's deep currents, while the water may appear peaceful and serene on the surface. Similar to how it's easy to underestimate the strength of currents until you find yourself in one. The silent strength of Sigma guys may take others by surprise since they are frequently the calm in the middle of turmoil. There is a powerful force flowing with an unmistakable purpose. The calm hand in an emergency. The silent strength of Sigma men aims to comprehend, navigate, and persist rather than to dominate or control. For those accustomed to more overt displays of power and leadership, this can be unsettling. The calm voice of reason while everyone else is losing their minds, Sigma men are living. Examples of the proverb, "Still waters run deep." While their power is constantly present, it isn't always obvious. However, they are guided through life by a silent, unwavering power that they do not need to demonstrate. Non-conformity is their power. To everyone, they are just strong. To those who do not comprehend it, their calm confidence and silent strength might inspire dread. For those accustomed to more overt shows of power, a Sigma male's quiet strength might be frightening. The fourth way that Sigma men provoke terror is by being non-conformists. This isn't just a phase of rebellious adolescence, it's a core component of who they are. Male Sigmas are the mavericks of society. They are the ones who, without hesitation, reject social conventions and expectations. They don't care to blend in. This can be quite unsettling for many as we live in a society that often values conformity and predictability. They don't chase the newest trends or strive to fit into the mold that society has constructed. They are not interested in conforming to the expectations of others, whether it be their dress sense, lifestyle choices, or even their life's path. The terror that comes with seeing Sigma guys acting non-conformistically isn't just about their contempt for social norms. It's also about the unpredictable nature of non-conformity. It may be rather frightening to predict what someone will do next. It's the anxiety that results from not knowing what to anticipate and the fear of the unknown. The status quo is also questioned by Sigma men who push limits and break regulations. For individuals who are averse to change and comfy in their routines, this may be quite daunting. It can be quite unsettling for others to question their own conformity due to the Sigma male's non-conformity. Yet non-conformity is about authenticity rather than being different for the purpose of being different. In a culture that frequently encourages conformity and punishes deviation, Sigma men cherish their originality and independence over societal acceptability. They are loyal to themselves even if it means sticking out from the herd. The non-conformity of Sigma males might be perceived as a danger since they make us rethink our own views and step outside of our comfort zones and conventions, forcing us to face our own conformity because they defy social norms. Sigma men can be intimidating to those who follow them, but it's important to remember that what makes Sigma men unique is their audacity to be authentic, to question the status quo, and to live life on their own terms. They may inspire fear, but they also inspire intense focus and change. The fifth trait on the list is the intense focus of Sigma males. While this trait can be advantageous for the Sigma, it can also cause discomfort or even fear for those around him. But why is this trait so unsettling? Let's explore the depths of this fascinating characteristic that sets Sigma males apart from their alpha and beta. Counterparts possess an ability to channel their energies into their passions with an intensity that's nothing short of awe-inspiring. They can become so absorbed in their pursuits that the outside world seems to fade. Away, this immersive concentration, akin to a hawk zeroing in on its prey, is a trademark of the Sigma male. But why does this intense focus incite fear in others? Well, it's a combination of factors. The first is mystery. When a Sigma male is deeply engrossed in his interest, it's as if he's in a world of his own, a world that others can't readily understand or penetrate. This unknown can be intimidating. The second factor is the sheer intensity itself. It's not every day. This intense focus often translates into exceptional prowess in the Sigma male's chosen field. They tend to excel, to become experts, to master their passions, and this level of expertise, this command over a subject, can be daunting to others. In essence, the Sigma male's intense focus is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it allows them to achieve greatness in their chosen pursuits. On the other, it creates an aura of mystery and power that can be intimidating to those around them. The next time you see a Sigma male lost in his passion, keep in mind that this is just a manifestation of his Sigma nature. A Sigma male's intense focus can be quite intimidating, making others feel uneasy or even afraid. The sixth way Sigma males incite fear is through their self-sufficiency. Imagine a man who doesn't need anything or anyone to survive. He doesn't depend on society norms or other people's approval. Instead, he is self-sufficient, self-contained, and self-reliant. This is the Sigma male, a lone wolf who thrives in his solitude and independence. Self-sufficiency is a defining characteristic of Sigma males. They are experts in their fields, relying only on their knowledge, skills, and abilities to meet their needs and desires. They are not burdened by a need for external validation or support and find contentment within themselves. This level of self-reliance can be intimidating to those who are used to the comfort and predictability of interdependence in isolation. The Sigma male's self-sufficiency stands out like a towering oak in a field of saplings. It's an anomaly, a deviation from the norm that can be both fascinating and frightening. Imagine being in a situation where you have to rely on someone else, and then there's this Sigma male. In a world where we are often taught to lean on others to be part of a community and to seek help when needed. It's like witnessing a lone figure stroll calmly through a hurricane, unaffected and unconcerned, standing tall and unshaken, unperturbed by the mayhem around him because he knows he can manage it all by himself. This independence may also be viewed as a kind of strength, because the Sigma man has it without the help of others. He is in complete charge of his destiny, which can be intimidating to those who believe they have little control over their own life. However, this independence may also result in solitude. Like islands, Sigma males can be aloof and self-contained, which can erect a wall of independence that is hard to break through, and increase the atmosphere of intimidation and terror that surrounds them. Sigma male self-sufficiency may be frightening since it emphasizes their independence and possible loneliness. Lastly, but just as importantly, their disregard for social status. In a society where individuals compete for power, influence, and recognition, Sigma males inspire dread by their indifference to social standing. Sigma guys are anomalies because they don't follow the traditional hierarchy and don't care about status or acceptance from society. This lack of concern isn't the result of ignorance, but rather a deep realization that social position is frequently a facade created by tricks and deception. Sigma men understand that chasing status can be draining, and for what a transient sensation of superiority, the transient adulation of others, the chase of status frequently results in a never-ending cycle of disappointment. Once you reach one level, there's always another layer above another mountain to climb. For individuals who live on power dynamics, the indifference of Sigma men to social status may be rather unnerving. Sigma guys opt to completely avoid this pointless rat race. This can be unsettling to those who are used to being revered for their societal rank in a society that frequently equates worth with wealth and status. A Sigma male walks into a room and treats everyone with the same level of respect, regardless of who is the CEO, intern, influencer, or person with 1 million followers. This is not to say that Sigma males are completely detached from society. Rather, they are very much a part of it, but they choose to ignore these superficial measures. M's disdain for these measures can be extremely unsettling. It's like trying to play chess with someone who doesn't care about the rules. You're left feeling off balance and unsure of how to proceed. They recognize that self-worth originates from inside, not from outside approval. They are valuable without a title or a prize. This is a strong position to adopt that has the potential to frighten those who have a strong attachment to the status quo. It serves as a reminder that there is another way to live that doesn't entail giving in to peer pressure or engaging in power struggles. For others who look to social rank for affirmation, Sigma Mal's lack of concern for social status might be frightening, but it also speaks volumes about their strength, confidence, and unflinching trust in their own value. 7 ways that Sigma men make other people afraid. Let's go over these fascinating details one more time. Let's begin by discussing the solitude of Sigma men whose want to be lone wolf and stand away from the crowd may frequently be unsettling to people used to the security of the herd. Next, we explored the area of unpredictability. The mysterious character of the Sigma male and his refusal to follow social norms can cause unease and create an atmosphere of mystery and fear. Next, we discussed the silent strength these people possess. Their quiet confidence and inner resilience can be intimidating, because they are not characteristics typically found in the average person. We also talked about non-conformity. Then we touched on their strong focus, Sigma guys' bold disdain for social norms and willingness to take their own path instead of bowing to them can make others who rigorously follow the rules uncomfortable. The capacity of Sigma men to focus may be quite unsettling. They might appear distant, disconnected, and entirely absorbed in their own world, which can be unsettling to people around them. We also looked at their self-sufficiency. Finally, we spoke about Sigma men's indifference to social status. It can be alarming that Sigma males don't want attention or praise, since they are capable of standing on their own 2 feet and being independent in a way that many find daunting. For people who place a great importance on acceptance and recognition, Sigma guys' lack of a need for these things might be terrifying. Due to their distinctive characteristics, Sigma guys are interesting and mysterious, sometimes misunderstood. They may inspire terror, but they also add something fascinating and unique to who they are. Have you ever encountered someone who, among the vast array of human personality types, seems to stand out from the crowd, not because they